Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So before I begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also don't forget to share and comment. I am doing a Q&A. I don't know how I've done the first one times this comes up, but if I have, I will be doing a second one so you can submit more questions. Just submit as many as you want, because if I get loads, I'll do 2 or 3 or whatever. Okay, also you can also write questions on my socials, Kirsty Johnson Coaching, on both Facebook and on Instagram, and kirstyjohnsoncoaching@gmail.com if you are wanting coaching sessions, or you just want to ask me questions privately. That's up to you. Okay, today's video. So, strange kind of video. Just about kind of dating in general and what we are kind of missing in modern dating and the problems that we're currently facing. So it's kind of weird because only in the last 100 years has dating actually been a thing, and I think it's only been 50 years since dating has been the actual word for it. I think before you like caught someone, courtship was kind of a thing, which is they're very similar, but they're also very different. Courtship involves a lot of kind of with parents and a lot of things in groups, dances, balls. I'd have loved going to the balls. That would have just been so good with like glitz and glamour and all this. Loved it. Would have loved it. Damn it. Born in the wrong century. But there was a lot more kind of etiquette to it, whereas dating really doesn't have any etiquette, and this is kind of the problem with current dating. There is no etiquette of dating, but the etiquette can be criticised. It was very sexist, misogynistic, even though I don't like using them words. But it definitely had this sort of thing of kind of women kept pure and men pursued women, which isn't how it is now. To some degree, though, some of the aspects of the courtship rituals really is like adopted, like the idea that it doesn't matter who it was, even if they were higher or lower than you in the hierarchy, if a lady came into the room, a gent would bow, whether it was his sister, someone he was pursuing, a friend, random person they'd just met, and women would curtsy. That's kind of, it's formal, but I actually think it's kind of cool, and it is this sort of respect, and this is the aspect that modern dating doesn't have: respect, not only for the other person that you're pursuing, but the respect for yourself, your body, and your emotions, and yourself as a person. The relationship we have with ourselves in modern dating is so terrible. And this is what I want to promote to everybody with stuff like this, is sometimes we should take from past generations, and we should have more rituals in dating and more kind of boundaries and guidelines, because it would make dating so much easier, let's be honest. It would make dating so much easier, and would take a lot less time of kissing frogs to find the prince, as my mum would say. So how can you put rituals in place in a world where rituals don't exist? Like, dating rituals do not exist in modern day. How do you put these in place? Well, first and foremost, as I've done before, I actually have a playlist down below of the boundaries you can set down, but it's about where you go. You're never going to find the man of your dreams in a nightclub, and if you do, kudos to you, but 99% of us are not going to find the person of our dreams in a nightclub. You might find them in a bar. I like this whole idea that happens kind of in the sort of 70s and 80s and 90s, where it's like you met someone in a bar. I think that's kind of the happy medium, because it's social and it's with friends, but you're not kind of, it's not breeding hookup culture. It's not in a ballroom dancing frigidly because parents are watching, but it's not necessarily kind of as like compact and very sort of fast paced as sort of a nightclub might be. So bars are quite nice to go to. Actually doing kind of activities, so sports, Going to the gym, that seems to be a place a lot of people seem to find people. Apparently that's good, and they keep themselves fit. Very good. Going out to places that people's like, oh, I met them, they were like a friend of a friend and we went for a meal. How many times have I heard that? Stuff like that. And it's about that, this puts the boundary line around it, because clubs to me suggest hookup culture. And hookup culture really has destroyed human nature. Humans aren't necessarily just like one person. We're not like dolphins who don't always mate for life. But we are social animals, and we are also as well socialized animals. We're social animals, we're like everybody, but we're socialized, and that is kind of this idea of like, should we be naturally doing everything, nature, or not nature, like biological, what does our biological needs, what does adaptation say about us, and nurture, what does society say about us. So yeah, protecting yourself emotionally is also really, really important, and unfortunately, I don't think you can ever not get your heart broken. At some point, you need that really, really bad heartbreak in order to understand what you need to know, like what a bad relationship looks like, to know what a good relationship looks like. And unfortunately, for most of us, 99% of us, the first person we kiss ain't gonna be the last. So, what do you do? Well, protecting yourself emotionally, I would say take every breakup, every heartbreak that you ever had as a lesson for the next. And this is advice my friend gave me, which is one of the best advice I've ever been given in my entire life, is take what happened in a relationship as the building blocks of the next. If you're sat there thinking, he broke my heart, I'm really, really upset, the best thing you can do is go, why did it fail? Why am I sat here single again? And you can put what you did, they were doing, things, and you can almost do it, if you have, some people have a checklist of what they want out of a partner, sit there and go, that didn't work. Take lessons, and this is advice, I don't know if she quotes someone else, but I love Shannon Lester. I've quoted her a few times now, and she says, a smart person doesn't just take advice from their, take advice. So take lessons from their own downfalls and take it from other people's. Listen to other people. Listen to how their relationship goes. Like, we've all sat there with like a friend who's telling them about their boyfriend, and we're just like, dump him. So take advice, take lessons not only from your own relationships but other people's. Keep yourself in your boundaries. If you know you have your boundaries and your line in your sand, and you know where your respect is, you know your self-respect, you know what you expect from them. That's a part of expectation. Then, even when your heart is broken, you're going to think, well, at least I kept my respect. Because that's one of the worst parts in a breakup, where you have, and I spoke about in my Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift video, about kind of how to win a breakup and how to kind of get the last laugh, or I guess you could say like how to kind of be the person who comes out on top. And it's about silence. Just stay silent. Just stay silent, because the truth will always come out. Just stay silent, live life like normal, go out with your friends, fill that void that the person left with something else, something healthy. Go out for runs, go to the gym in that time you would have spent at their house. Go ahead. So, and once you find a good relationship, this is the other part of it. Sorry, I need to move. Once you find a relationship that works for you, keep it, work at it. A relationship where both parties are working towards the same thing is so is really, really, really healthy. And if you have that, work at it. Because I often think when it comes to a good relationship is when something happens and you both work towards it. It is worth working. A bad relationship often is when you're working towards it or the other person's working towards it and you or the other person are just not. And that is important. That's important to note. So how to navigate modern dating? Well, first and foremost, have your boundaries, have your respect. Online dating I haven't really spoke about, but I would stay away from online dating. I think for some people it really does work, and I think, well, I wouldn't say all online dating, I would say more Tinder. Stay away from Tinder. Though I have actually got a friend who met her boyfriend on Tinder. So, not everything is bad. So, yeah, just yeah, be careful. Be careful out there. And doing still some of the old etiquettes. I wouldn't necessarily go and bow to every lady you see or curtsy to everyone that you see. That would be a bit strange. But adopt some modern etiquette, boundaries, space. Even if it's something like, we're not gonna hook up until like date number 4, something like that. Like, I don't know how modern dating goes. But and also as well, protect yourself, learn from every breakup, learn from every heartbreak, learn the lessons, not only from your own heartbreak but other people's heartbreak, and support those people who are going through heartbreaks as well. And if you are heartbroken and you feel like you've been disrespected and whatever, like I said in my Kim and Taylor video, just kind of let the truth come out. So yeah, this is kind of a strange video, but yeah, how to navigate modern dating. Fun, very fun. There's all sorts of ways now, and to date, it's insane. Just keeping some sort of etiquette to it. I do want to make a video actually on actual dating etiquette, and I want to do a bit more research because I think I'm on the kind of thing of I didn't like some of the old-fashioned ways of etiquette that was kind of presented, but I also kind of think that etiquette kind of helped the boundaries a lot better. If you weren't allowed to kind of do this before you got married, then it was a lot easier to say no. But again, it was very kind of controlled. So I'm gonna maybe do a video on advice I would give people on etiquette of dating, modern dating, and what we can learn from the past, but also what we can kind of learn from some of the good things that have come up in the past century. Is it century? Okay, so thank you guys so much. I'll do my outro now. Of course, socials, Kirsty Johnson Coaching, Facebook and Instagram, kirstyjohnsoncoaching@gmail.com for coaching. I will be doing a Q&A, whether it's in the first one or the second Q&A, please just submit questions. It really is a big help. Please like, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Of course, share as well, that really helps. Thank you. And comment. I like hearing comments. So I really want some video ideas because I'm only one person with only one head, and at some point I will not know what to put next. Okay, so have a lovely day. Please stay safe. And thank you guys so much for listening.